Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Joan here, and today's video is going to be a personal conversation that I've been meaning to have with you. Yes, a personal conversation. I think that I've been putting out different projects here and there and doing different things, and people are contacting me, asking me what I've been doing and what I've been up to and how I've been feeling. And I think it's great that I have a YouTube channel because I could just create a video and then just share my message to the world, and we are all on the same page, and it is easier for me to do that. So here we go. First thing that I want to talk about is this crew neck sweater that I am currently wearing. It is not sponsored. It is from a brand called The Road Has No Beginning. And if you are familiar with my friend Madison Beach, she also has a YouTube channel that focuses on film photography. She is based out in the UK. She came out with this brand. I actually got this a while ago, but I've been meaning to talk about it and give it a shout out because I just support my friends, and if I see what you've been up to and just the fact that you have this whole vision, she literally put two of the things that she loves the most, which is traveling and photography, together and created this brand. And on the website, I have my laptop here. I don't want to butcher anything. I really appreciate what she put on the bio. It was like this thing that resonated with her, which is the road has no beginning and the road has no end. The towns, they run together and they run apart again. Right now is the only moment and time is the time to go and make yourself a pilgrim on the road to Santiago. Apparently this is a time when she went to Spain. You could read the whole thing, and I just really felt that reading that again and saying it out loud to you. And like I said, if you really are into this crew neck sweater, I actually got it because it has a hand and a film roll on it, which is pretty cool. You don't really come across that. And yeah, I will leave the link below in the description. You can check out The Road Has No Beginning. And now we are gonna go to the second topic. The second topic is a very heavy topic, and I've been thinking about it and contemplating and processing it. And it revolves around when Kodak was called out for not posting photos that were photographed by female photographers on Instagram. And someone out there just noticed that they would just always post photos and the credit would always go to a male photographer, and it was just like ongoing. And not one photo recent where a female photographer shot it, and then after this one person gave a shout out to, or called out the whole thing, others followed, which led to their comments being, I guess you want to say the word is attacked. People started messaging and commenting Kodak, saying, "What's up? What is this?" And so they didn't, from what I know, didn't put a statement out explaining this whole thing, but what they did instead was they just started every day posting photos that were photographed by female photographers and calling it a day. And so I've been approached about this situation by other female photographers because I have in the past advocated about a lack of female representation, especially in our industry. And so when that all happened, I didn't want to offend anyone, and I didn't know how to address it. Just because, and this is my explanation personally, is that I've been in conversations with Kodak recently, especially because I knew that we were working on something, which is that they were going to feature my documentary that I photographed and shot on film. And one of my goals was to get featured on Kodak, and it happened. My short film, my documentary, literally got featured on Kodak Shoot Film, which was a dream of mine. And so that was actually going to happen the week after this whole thing happened. I don't know how Kodak select what photo gets posted on their social media. I just don't think that it was because, oh, you're a male photographer, so we're gonna feature you. You have to think logically, and the fact that I'm not justifying saying that what they did is right. It's just that I wanna just say logically, when you go to these photography conventions, when you go to photo walks, especially the one I went to recently with the Kodak Cinestill photo walk, they are dominated by male photographers. Yes, there are female photographers like me who go to these events and participate, but mostly you are swarmed by men. And so when whoever chooses the photos for Kodak, I could only imagine that you're selecting photos and then most of them are dominated and shot by men. And I'm not saying that it's like this equation where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna just feature male photographers. But I also do agree they could feature more female photographers. However, for me personally, I don't want to get featured on Kodak just because I'm a female, right? Like, I think that's not a good idea. I want to get featured because they like and genuinely want to feature me because they like my photo or my work, whatever the case may be, and that's that. It's not because of my gender, and that's why I felt so in the middle with what was going on, because ironically, when I do talk to the Kodak team, they are female, and I don't think people have the time and day to just like pinpoint and be like, oh, like, you know, this post, it's by a male photographer, so yeah, definitely gonna post them and not over someone who's female. I just think that in the industry, there's just so many male photographers, and it just happens that they always select a photo shot by a male, but I don't think it's right that they don't feature more female photographers and their work, but I don't think it's a gender thing that they do it on purpose. Like I said, this is my whole personal opinion. I don't know why they do what they do. It's just that's how I thought about it when I first heard about the whole thing. And like I said, if they featured my work and we were talking for months already about it, I honestly can only imagine how much their photos they do post are on cue already, you know? And it's not because this whole gender thing. So, I mean, now, hey, they're doing something about it, but like I said, I wouldn't want to be featured just because I'm a female. I really want them to feature me because they genuinely like my work and has nothing to do with that. So that's all I want to say about that. I know probably someone's going to comment down below mansplaining and things like that, but like I said, people should be acknowledged or recognized for their abilities and what they can do as a person and not just physicality, right? So that's just my 2 cents, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, next topic I want to talk about is my documentary, Cavemen Built My Skateboard. First off, I want to say thank you for each and every one of you who took the time to go watch the documentary. It feels very relieving now that it is now out there in the public. It was cool at first to have a little screening at school and people watching it there months ago, but now that it's literally out there for the public to watch, it was at first intimidating, it was overwhelming, but the response and the feedback has been really good and really nice, and it just makes me happy that something that I've been working on with Iggy, who is the skater that is in the doc, something we've been working on so hard is finally out there for people to appreciate and resonate and be inspired by, hopefully. And so, speaking with that doc, I actually saw Iggy literally yesterday and took these Polaroids. I showed him a sample of the photo book that I'm working on, and it's cute. It's cute. I actually have the sample here. It's not the exact thing. It's just, you know, just the pages. And I'm not gonna show it to you because that's just gonna ruin it all. It was a whole thing, like literally, we've only been in 2 weeks in plus in September, and the first day of September, Kodak featured the doc. The doc came out on YouTube. So you could only imagine what I was just like feeling on the first day of September. And then the rest of the days, it's just like nerve-wracking because I'm working on all these other things. And so now we have the photo book. We also have the photo exhibition that's about to happen, which was another goal of mine for 2021. One was to get featured by Kodak. Second was to have a solo photo exhibition, which is happening here in Hoboken, New Jersey, starting Sunday, September 19th, 2021, all the way to November. But we're having an opening reception on the first day, September 19th. It's a Sunday on 2 to 5 p.m. So if you can make it, then show up. And you get to see the whole photo exhibition. And there's going to be a live stream interview with the curator, the person who got me on board for this whole exhibition, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on their YouTube channel, which I probably will just add the video when it's over onto this channel. But like I said, it's cool to just have the support on the day of and the time, and you could probably comment on the sidebar as when there would be a premiere, and you could just ask questions or put your thoughts. But yeah, we're not just gonna talk about the project, the doc, we're gonna talk about my life history apparently. And so I don't know, I wish I had more details about how this live stream interview is gonna be tomorrow, but that's a whole nother thing, and you just gotta be there to figure out and see for yourself what I end up getting asked. I've just been doing a bunch of press interviews for this project, and yeah, I'm excited. This has been ongoing since March, and it's crazy because I asked Iggy to be a part of it since November of last year. So now we're in September, it's like almost literally a year ago. And yeah, like I said, the feedback has been just super nice and amazing and sweet. And the number one question I keep getting is like, what's my next project? And honestly, I don't even want to answer that yet, because I just want to keep people on their toes, anticipating what's next. And so lastly, another thing that I've been up to that now it's over, not that it was a bad experience or anything, it's just it was very fast paced. You just gotta do your thing, and the turnaround time is so fast. And that is on Monday, I filmed a video for Sierra, the singer. If you don't know her, she's married to Russell Wilson, the quarterback in the Seahawks football team. And so I actually have Polaroids here, which is pretty sweet. I didn't get to photograph her with Polaroids last time. This is now the third time I've worked with her. This is the second time that I've been on a project with her for the Met Gala. And yeah, like I said, people are just like in my life, like, what the heck is going on? All these things are happening. And like I said, it's just this first 2 weeks of September, and it's just like fast paced like that. And the crazy thing is that despite all of these things happening in my life, and they're amazing, and I'm thankful and grateful just because I get these opportunities. And you know, even lomography with the lomograph lock, that also was an amazing opportunity to test a prototype and get featured and get interviewed for that as well. The conversation that I also want to share with you is that I'm not one to just like, hey guys, this is like all these cool amazing things, I'm trying to like flex, you know, like not even. I really want to tell you guys how even doing all these projects, I'm literally like tired. And when I'm not working on these things, I'm either at the gym. I haven't really been skating that much just because the skate park has been renovated, and then also I've just been processing this breakup that I actually recently went through. So it's just been a lot mentally, just trying to get through the motions and do work and still interact and have a social life with friends and family, plus the internet, and then also dealing with yourself and just trying to self-reflect and just remind yourself about your self-worth. And just, it's a lot. It's a lot. And whenever someone asks me how I'm doing, I always feel like a fraud, because like I just don't ever want to say like, yeah, I'm like doing great, I'm like fantastic. Because in reality, sometimes I just don't feel okay. So I always say I'm trying to stay afloat, which is the really reason why I have this tattoo, because I'm trying to keep my head over water and not drown. And it's hard when you're doing different things to distract yourself from the pain and the sadness that you truly feel. And then sometimes you have to tell yourself like, hey, I gotta sit down and just like feel this shit, you know? And nobody, you could talk to so many people, you could go to therapy, and in the end of the day, you're still stuck with yourself, feeling this way, and you're the only person who has the power to control how you're gonna go about whatever it is that you're feeling. And it's okay to not feel okay, but you also have this responsibility to try to get out of that mindset and do better. And so that's what I've been going through. Honestly, I've been just trying to keep it together and admit that sometimes, most of the time, I am not okay mentally. I feel sad. I feel that when people always are just so caught up with the work that I do and they don't even ask me how I'm doing personally, that makes me feel some type of way, because I just feel like all you care about is just like these cool things that I do. And honestly, that is why I posted this joke of a post on Instagram last week where it's like a self-portrait of mine that my friend took, and I literally just captioned it like, why do you follow me? And thank you to each and every one of you who comment under that photo, literally saying how like you guys resonate and say that I'm authentic and things like that, which I am just who I am. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm very blunt, I'm very honest, and I know a lot of people can't take that. And so I just feel like sometimes people just follow me because they just want to see the cool things that I do. Some people follow me because I feel like they really care about what I have to say. Sometimes I feel like when I'm somewhere and I'm talking and then they don't listen to whatever it is that I have to say and they just want only the information that they want to know, that's when I get really upset. And that's when I feel like I'm wasting time, because I just feel that people are just trying to get something out of me and not really just be there because they really truly care. And so as of right now, I'm just focusing on what makes me feel good and just going through the motions like day by day. And I think that's all I can do right now. And so all this futuristic conversation or other conversations where it really has nothing to do with me personally and they just want to know what's up, like, I'm not down. And I can easily read people just because, I don't know if it's an Aquarian thing, but I really feel like I could just sense the energy in the air, and I just step away and do something else. So I try my best to respond to each and every one that has something to say and ask me. And at times I just focus on other things, reading books, listening to podcasts, just learning how to better myself. Those are the things that really intrigue me, and that's the honest truth. And so I don't ever want to be here on YouTube and just put on a show, because I made a YouTube channel just for my own self, for my documentation, for my creations, and I just want to share that with people. And if people don't fuck with it, then that's cool too. But in the end of the day, it's literally just for me. And so that's something I just cold-heartedly wanted to share, is that you can see all these amazing things that are happening in my life, but there are also just other things that are happening where I'm still just a human being and I'm just living life and going through the motions. Like I said, I'm just thankful for whoever's out there who took the time to watch this video from beginning to end, and just know that I am just trying to stay afloat, trying to keep it together, and just do my best to keep inspiring and start a conversation where people don't feel alone, because you're not alone. And sometimes it's easy to feel isolated. And when you don't speak up and you don't share how you feel, that's how isolation happens. And so in order for people to help you or be there for you or listen to what you have to say, you have to speak up. And so that's why I'm speaking up and saying what I have to say, because like I said, it's easy to just say I'm okay, when really I'm not okay. I'm all right. I'm not in the worst case scenario, but I feel that emotionally I'm trying to pick up the pieces and get back to feeling 100%. So thank you again for watching, and stay tuned till the next video. Sayonara. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, it will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.